Welcome yogis, I'm Melissa, and in this session we're going to do a quick Vinyasa Flow focusing on Crescent Lunge and Thunderbolt Pose. As always, you do what feels good, skip what doesn't work, and just try to have some fun. So we're going to begin on the top of our mats, standing with your feet gently touching. Pick up your toes, feel the four corners of your feet root down into the mat, and then drop your toes. Arms just long at your sides. Pick up your shoulders and roll them down your back. Lengthen your tailbone as you reach your sternum up towards the sky. Take a deep inhale here and a loud sigh. And then gracefully swim your arms up, hands touch overhead. Pull it through, touch your third eye and your heart. Close your eyes here and pause just for a moment. Start to come into that deep nose breathing, your Ujjayi breathing. And take a moment to set an intention for this session. And then open up your eyes, swim your arms up overhead, hands touch. Exhale, bring that right arm down to the right side. Inhale, reach the left fingers to the sky and go over to the right, stretching the left side body. And on the exhale, bring that left arm down to your left side. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over, stretch it out. Exhale, bring that arm all the way back down. We'll do one more time. Inhale, left arm reaches as you lengthen through the left side. And then exhale, bring that arm down. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over. Exhale, bring that arm down. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Knuckles to the heel as your gaze and your heart reach up to the sky. Gently bending back, take an inhale. And as you exhale, you slowly start to tuck your chin. And as you fold forward, bend your knees. Nose as close to your knees as you can get as you straighten your legs. Arms over your head. You can give your head a little shake. And then release your hands to the mat, halfway lift. And then step it back, high push-up. Lower, halfway, low push-up. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a moment here and walk your dog. Bring your feet together to touch. Rise to the balls of your feet and just rock your body forward. Press your shoulders forward to get a deep stretch through your wrists. And then exhale, press it back, down dog. Lift the right leg, bend the knee, peel it open. Kneecap faces the sky. And if it feels good, you could circle your ankle and spread your toes. And then return that foot to the mat. Left leg lifts, bend it, kneecap to the sky as you circle the ankle and breathe. And then return that foot to the mat. Rising to the balls of the feet, bend the knees. Look at the space between your hands. Step, walk, or hop in front of the mat. Inhale, rise. Exhale, chair, sink it low, Thunderbolt Pose. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, fold, nose to knees, halfway lift. Step it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. High push-up, low push-up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Step that foot between your hands. High lunge. Rise up, find your balance. Go back, crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale, fold it forward. Frame the front foot, nose to your knee. Straighten your leg and fold. Step the left foot forward next to the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step it back. Nice and easy here. High push-up, low push-up, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Step the foot between your hands. Rise up, go back, crescent lunge. Exhale, bring it forward. Frame the foot, straighten the leg, nose to your knee. Step the right foot forward next to the left. Squat down, come into Thunderbolt Pose. Inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to knees, halfway lift. Step it back, chaturanga. High to low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up. Glue the triceps next to the ears. Take a moment, find your balance. Make sure that back heel is lifted off the mat. All 10 toes are pointing straight ahead. Fold it forward. Pulling your belly in, take a deep inhale. Exhale, swim the arms back. Turn the palms to face the mat. Rolling the shoulders down your back, deep inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, nose to your knees, straighten your legs. Standing split, lift that left leg, toes to the sky, or you press the heel to the back of your mat. And then from here, we add a little flow. Bring your knee to your nose, tap it and kick it back. Knee to nose, kick it back. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step the left foot next to the right. Squat down and come on up into Thunderbolt Pose. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to knees, straighten your legs, halfway lift. Step it back. High to low push-up, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Left leg lifts, three-legged dog. Step the foot between your hands. Here we go. Inhale, rise up. Soften here, find your balance. Triceps glued next to the ears. Core's engaged. Fold it forward. One deep inhale. Exhale, swim the arms back, flip the hands, lift the heart. Take an inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, straighten the leg, fold, nose to your knee. Standing split, toes point to the sky or the heel presses to the back of your mat. Relax your head here, you could shake it out. And then we do that little flow, knee to nose, kick it back. Knee to nose, kick it back. This is 3, keep going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Step the right foot next to the left. Squat into Thunderbolt. Make sure your weight is in your heels and not in your toes. Inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Step it back. Chaturanga Dandasana. High push-up, low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Rock forward into a high push-up. Bring your feet together to touch and press your heels away from you. And we're going to spin over to the right side or to the left side. Everything stacked. Shoulder and wrist are in one line. Take that top foot and place it in front of you in the center of your mat. Lift your hips up as high as you can. If you'd like, extend that top arm up over your head. You could extend it over your head if you'd like. And if you want to play around a little further, you could lift that top foot up, allowing it to hover, breathing. Keep lifting the hips. If that foot is lifted, return it to the mat. Back to high push-up. Feet come together, press the heels away from you. Spin it over to the opposite side. Hand to your hip, lift the hips. Top leg comes in front of you, pressing that foot into the mat, lift higher. If you'd like, extend that top arm over your head. You could extend the arm over, over your head or reach to the sky. It's up to you. And then lift that foot up, or not, right? Just pay attention to how your body feels in this posture. Breathing calm here. If the foot is lifted, return it to the mat. Bring the hand to the mat, high push-up, downward facing dog. Feet come together to touch. Lift the right leg. Step that foot between your hands. Here we go. High lunge again. Take your time. Find your balance. Core's engaged. As you root into that front foot, we're going to take an eagle arm bind here. So wrap your left elbow underneath your right, and then grab your thumb or your hands. And if for any reason this is uncomfortable in your body, opposite hand can grab opposite shoulder. Planting your roots once again into that front foot. We're going to come into full eagle pose. So you pick that left leg up, squeeze the thighs together, and squat down. Maybe you can pull your shoulders over your hips, finding a place to rest your gaze. As gracefully as you can, kick that top leg back, pressing the heel away from you, spinning the toes towards the mat. Release the arms, once again, airplane wings, rolling the shoulders as you lift the heart. Hands to your heart in prayer. Hands to the mat, back to that standing split. Same flow, knee to your nose, tap it and kick it back. Knee to nose, kick it back. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. Step the foot next to the right. Squat down, inhale, rise up. Lower into Thunderbolt. You got this. Inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to your knees, straighten your legs. Halfway lift, Chaturanga Dandasana, high to low push-up, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Whew. Take a moment here and just return to that intention that you set in the beginning of class. Feet come together to touch, lift the left leg, step that foot between your hands. Inhale, rise up. Take your time, find your balance. Planting your roots into that front foot. You're going to wrap the left arm under, right arm over this time. Lift the elbows up, press the hands away from you, or you grab your shoulders. Find a place to rest your drishti. And then here we go, full eagle. Squeeze the thighs together so the toes can point straight down, or you wrap them around your back of your calf. Core's engaged. Calm breathing. When you're ready, release that top leg, press it back, toes spin to the mat. Release the arms, airplane wings here. Flying free. Bring your hands to your heart, fingers to the mat, standing split. Same flow, knee to nose, kick it back, knee to nose, kick it back. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know where we're headed, right? Thunderbolt pose. Drop the hips low. Bring the arms up, soften the shoulders. Just one inhale. Exhale, fold, nose to knees. Halfway lift. Step it back, high to low push-up. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Drop to your knees. Come on down to your forearms. Straighten your legs, low plank. And then today I want you to come on over to the right side for a forearm side plank. Hands to your hips. Now, shoulder and elbow in one line. Hips are in one line. Shoulders are in one line. Feet are stacked. Lift the hips up as high as you can. Now, you can stay here, or we do hip lifts. Lower and lift. That's 1, 2, 3. Make sure you're breathing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. And then we'll switch sides. Over to the left. Take your time. Find your balance. Lift the hips. You stay or you do that little flow. Hips to the mat, lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center, low plank for 10. Yes, you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Drop it. All right, so we did 20. Excellent job. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Take a nap. One ear to the mat, arms long. You can pick your shoulders up and roll them down your back. Flip your head, other ear to the mat. Chin to the mat. Bring your hands next to your shoulders. Now press your toenails down into the mat. You could bring your big toes together to touch, or you can keep your legs spread a little wider, whatever feels better. And then start to rise up, lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Lift the legs and reach the arms behind you. Fingers point towards your toes. Airplane wings again. Rolling the shoulders down the back. Gaze is down to protect your neck. Get really long here, so think about length, not height. Take one more inhale. Exhale, relax, ears to the mat. Bring your hands next to your shoulders, and then bend your knees. Start to windshield wiper your legs. Drop the legs to the mat, and then roll up, Cobra Pose. Press back, Child's Pose. Bring your hands together in prayer and bend your elbows. Bring your hands behind your head. Take a deep inhale. Sigh it out. And then come on up to your hands and your knees and just find a seat in the center of your mat. Sitting up tall, feet and hands are parallel, and then you're slowly gonna unroll. Take your time. If there's something in your hair, pull it out. And then in this session, you're gonna keep your knees bent. Reach back, see if the longest finger can touch the backs of your heels. And then leaving your arms long on the mat, I want you to lift your hips up and as slow as you can, just roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Take your time. No rush, no rush. Pressing down into your feet, using your thighs to lift the hips up a little bit higher. And then slowly unroll, as slow as you can go. Keeping the spine nice and flexible. We'll do it one more time. Slowly roll up, one vertebrae at a time. When you reach the top, press up, take an inhale. And as you exhale, allowing it to feel really, really, really good in your body. Taking as much time as you need to completely land. And when you do, just straighten that left leg and bring the right knee in towards your chest, even in towards your armpit here, and just stretch it out. And then we'll switch sides. So bring the left leg in and let the right leg go long. Excellent. And then bend your knees, plant your feet on the mat. So we'll do just a little bit more abdominal work. We're gonna do eagle abs. So cross your right leg over your left. Bring your right elbow underneath your left, grabbing your thumb or hooking your hands. And then you bring your knees and your elbows together to touch. And then you open it up as wide as you can. That's excellent. Knee to elbow, that's 1, 2, remember to breathe, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and Let's hold together at 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Switch sides. Left arm or left leg over, left arm under. Knee to elbow. Tap it and then open it up wide. Here we go. 1, 2 with breath. 3, 4. Getting stronger. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it together. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Full body stretch here. Reach your fingers towards the top of your mat. Point your toes. Take an inhale and lengthen. Exhale, let it all go. Excellent. Hug your knees into your chest. And you can rock side to side. Make little circles with your knees. And then from here, we're going to rock and roll a couple times, massaging out your spine once again. And then coming up, hands and feet, step it back, downward facing dog. You could take a moment and walk your dog if you'd like. And then you bring your feet together to touch, three-legged dog, right leg lifts, and then bring that right knee to the inside of your right wrist. And the shin can be parallel to the mat, or the heel can be in closer to the hip, whichever feels better in your body. You get long through that back leg. And then you can stay on long arms if you'd like, or you could come all the way down to forearms, making fists rest your head, whatever feels best here in this sleeping pigeon. Remembering how you began the class with that intention that you set. Come on up to long arms. Give yourself a little bit of a back bend as you lift your heart. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, curl your back toes under. Lift the back knee up off the mat and step back, down dog. You could walk it out if you'd like. And we'll do that same thing on the left side, lifting the left leg. Bring the knee to the inside of the left wrist. And again, the shin can be parallel, or you can bring the heel in a little closer to the hip. Lengthening the back leg, and then come on down, sleeping pigeon. Take a moment to find a place that feels just right in your body. And then settle into it. Let's sigh, deep inhale. Remembering your intention. And slowly come on up to long arms. Give yourself a little back bend, gazing up. Inhale. And as you exhale, sit on that left hip and gracefully bring your right leg around to center. And then stretch your legs out long in front of you. You could give them a little shake if you want. Reaching your arms up to the sky, pointing your toes towards your face. Inhale. And as you exhale, you fold forward. Grab whatever you can. Forehead reaches to the toes. Deep inhale. Exhale, drop your belly, drop your chest. And then gracefully sit up tall. Bring your hands a few inches beyond your hips. Your fingers point towards your toes, and your toes touch and point. Slowly lift the hips up off of the mat, pressing the bottoms of the feet towards the mat. If the neck's sensitive, keep the head lifted. Otherwise, drop the head, start to look behind you. You got this, lift a little higher. And then slowly start to lower all the way down. And then bend your knees here and just come on down to your forearms and slowly start to unroll. Bring your arms out like a T. Bring your thighs together to touch and cross the right leg over the left. Lift the hips and bring them a couple inches to the right. Turn your gaze to the right and drop your knees to the left, finding a space that feels just right. Shoulders are glued to the mat. Take a deep inhale and a loud sigh. Every time you catch your mind wandering away from your practice, just gently guide it back by returning to your intention. You plant seeds by setting an intention, and with each breath, those seeds grow. Breathing life into that intention. Creating a life that you love. You can gently open your eyes, lift the right arm up and over, hands touch, and then gracefully glide it back, all the way back, opening up. If you want to do it one more time, feel free, reach up, stretch it out, and then bring it back. Bring your knees back to center, uncross, realign your body. And we'll switch sides. Left leg crosses, squeezing the thighs. If you'd like, you lift the hips, move them an inch or two to the left. Gaze to the left, knees to the right. Feeling free to wiggle around, finding that yogi sweet spot, that place that feels just right in your body. And then you just soften and surrender into it. Lifting the left arm up and over, hands touch, and then you just beautifully glide it back, opening up. If you want to do it a second time, feel free. If not, you skip it. Bring your knees back to center, uncross. Realign your body. Hug your knees into your chest, and you can rock side to side, make little circles, one direction and then the other. And then squeeze yourself into a tight ball. We end every session with a moment of gratitude. So think of just one thing that you are grateful for in this moment. Squeeze yourself really tight. Take an inhale. Exhale, Shavasana. Take your time, set it up. You can wiggle your hips, you can rock your feet side to side, scoot your shoulders around, arms long at your sides, palms turn up. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose, fill your lungs all the way to the top and hold your breath. Hold it. Let it go, big sigh. Normal, everyday breathing as you feel your body sink deeper into the mat. Surrender and soften as much as you can. And then see if you can surrender just a little more. Please stay in Shavasana for the next few minutes, longer if you can. Ask yourself, what is it that if I believed it down to my core would change everything? Thank you for joining me for today's session. I'll see you next time. Namaste.